And we live, everybody. We live, everybody. We up in here. We up in here. Y'all already know Alabama versus Wisconsin post game show, instant reactions, instant reaction, and analysis. Everybody, man. Appreciate everybody for being in the building tonight, man. Well, today we still early, man. I'm so used to us playing night games so much. But
Right.
yeah, man. Appreciate everybody up in here, man. We're gonna get right on into it right after this. Shout out to Latoya for the $5. Said great game, 3 sets from 3 different people. Roll Tide, man. Yes, and that was one of the things that I talked about and we talked about as a group, saying, man, we
Yep.
want to see more pressure from that defense, and they went out there and did it. Still a lot of work to do, but man, I'm loving everything about us right now. But Coach Shawn, man, I'm gonna let you get right in there, man. Start off wherever, and we'll just go from there.
I was pleasantly satisfied. Shout out to KT, man. Shout out to the homegirl, KT. Shout out to
KT,
Kimberly, Katrina, everybody, Jeff, Latoya, all the homies, man.
man,
Bring on
sorry
back.
everybody, I just
Oh,
got
it's
right
all good.
into it. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Herb and Raj. Listen, man, this is exactly what we talked about. Me and Brinsky and all the guys, we talked about this. We knew these guys had the potential to put pressure on the quarterback. We wanted to see them make a sack. I was telling Brinsky earlier that what I was happy about is these guys won their one-on-one battles, right? When Quay, simple rip move, simple hand slap down move, that's been there the whole year. That's been there the whole year, man. That's been there. Anytime you get up in the offensive line's chest, you've let the offensive lineman win, right? The more space you create, the more leverage that you have. You know what I'm saying? These guys are in kick step, pass slide mode, kick slide pass mode, right? For Quay to use his speed and slap his hands down, that's a fundamental move that's been there this whole year, right? To see him win his one-on-one battle, to see LT Overton come in and win his one-on-one battle, that was absolutely outstanding. To see the little dude I've been bragging about, Landon Simmons. I think it was Landon Simmons.
Yep,
That kid
yep.
gonna be a monster. He gonna be Quentin Williams 2.0. Look like Quentin out there too. He gonna be a problem, right? And he's the third string D tackle. God got a way of showing you stuff when you think you know everything. That kid is gonna be a problem. Um, I was very, very happy with the play calling on third down. I've been a very critical person on our third down play calling last year on the down and distance. You know, third down is the calls that we had last year. The down and distance just didn't make a lot of sense to me in a lot of different games. To see what Grubb is doing on third down, he's taking what the defense gives him. These guys clearly was going to take away the run. A lot of heavy boxes, a lot of man coverage. That's what you're supposed to do. When a team has got the balls to play man on you, that is what you got to do, right? I want everybody to think about this really quickly. Ty Simpson, right now, and I tweeted about this, but don't look now. This kid is becoming exceptionally comfortable in this offense, right? Not only is he becoming exceptionally comfortable, his rhythm with the receivers is starting to show more, not just with one receiver, not just with two receivers, but with all these guys. Don't look now, man. Don't look now. But if you really look at all the quarterbacks across the country, including Florida State, including the Florida State game, because he didn't play that bad when you go back and watch the all 22. A little gun shy, right? First game, first start, to be expected, right? Don't look now, but Ty Simpson is playing better than DJ Lagway, playing better than Jenkins over there in South Carolina, and playing better than Arch Manning. Ty Simpson right now is playing the best in the country this side of Garrett Nussmeier, if you know what I'm saying. So I was very, very happy with the offensive play calling, man. This is why we needed Grubb. He understands down and distance. He understands logical play calling. He understands, okay, they single high safety, playing man coverage. Let's bust their head downfield. Let's see if they safety can get it from the hash over, from the middle field over. Let's see if they really want to cover, right? So now what you've done, you put a lot of great film for Kirby to scratch his head on, for Kirby to take his hat off and scratch his head, right? Now, Kirby got a lot to think about. Now you've given the ability to show Kirby we can score from all three levels, right? And don't be upset with the run game. This was clearly Wisconsin's plan to take away the run game. A lot of heavy box, a lot of crowd in the line of scrimmage. So they did what they did, right? But when you do that, you leave the pass coverage wide open. I told Brinsky earlier, I was happy with what I seen from Ryan. Right, I was one of the ones that was on Ryan, rightfully so. You the chosen one, and all of this, that, and the third. You got to show it. You got to show it to me. You know what I mean? To me, you can't be known for other stuff if you ain't playing well on the football field, because then you give people room to criticize you. Right? It comes along with it. It comes along with it, man. Every star has had those days, right? But let me see you rebound. Let me see you come back and be physical in press coverage. I still think he's a little gun shy coming across the middle, right? But to see Ryan be aggressive in one-on-one coverage, to see them get him the football, I was pleasantly surprised. And now we got a week to rest and on to the big one. Shout out to the whole entire football team for a great win.
Yeah, man. I think you said it best, man. Ty came out there prepared today, man. You can just tell he's getting way more comfortable in Ryan Grubb's system. You can just tell he's taking the Bulls by the horn, like, this is my team, and I'm going to lead these guys. And I love one thing that I think a lot of folks ain't really talking about after that Florida State game, when he said, I'm not playing to the part that I'm supposed to be playing, and I need to play better. He put it on himself.
Love that, man.
And you've seen since that moment. Yep. And also shout out to Bray Hubbard for doing the exact same thing. I'm not playing up to par. And what had them boys doing? They've been playing like psychopaths ever since. Even though it's 2 games, it's not against the biggest competition yet. But we love the consistency that they've been showing. And shout out to Piano Man for the word of the week. That was consistency. And what I seen last week, we seen this week plus more. So definitely, man, shout out to those guys out there, man. Jeremy Bernard, man. It's so much to say about Jeremy Bernard.
Love that kid,
out there. Man, Jeremy Bernard, you can just tell, man, he feels like the heart and soul of this team, man. If he's going, everybody else going. They feed off him, and they feed off that. And I love how they just go out there, because I felt like once he started going, you seen Ryan start to go.
Facts.
Man, Ryan supposed to have 3 touchdowns in this game.
Hit him right there too, boy.
Oh, you got to catch that one, man.
Yeah.
And Ty is super accurate. And so many people were just down on Ty, man. I was just like, man, off one game? Off
Facts.
one game.
I got to give our whole panel credit, though. None of us was down on Ty. We actually gave him credit. Like, it's his first start, bro, on the road at a team that's now a top 10 team, I might add. I told Brinsky, man, this is what you want to see. This is why we tell y'all in these chats, it's okay to tell the truth. If a kid don't play well, it's okay to say he didn't play well. Guess why? Because there's 11 other games, right, from the first game. This football is a developmental sport, right, until you get to the NFL. College football is a developmental sport, man. It's about failures. What do you do with the failure the next week? It's okay to say you played bad. I can guarantee you the players know when they played bad. It's okay, brother. Come back, practice hard, get better at what you was weak in and the week before, and put some better film out on the field the very next week. And that's what they've done. That's what football is. And what's dangerous about this Alabama football team is week to week to week, it's a faceless opponent. Gives a damn who it is. Get better, and get better. Don't look now. But Alabama is right where they want to be at. I'm still concerned a small bit about our middle linebackers on defense. Yeah. These guys have a tendency to get out of place at times with their eye discipline and give up a couple of plays. A better team will pop one on you for about 50. So, but outside of that, man, I'm pleasantly surprised. Got to get Xavier Brown to look, turn his head around, look for the football. All these things are coachable. Man. Shout out to the home girl, Ebony. So good to see you, Ebony. So good to see you for sure, man.
Yeah, man. I'm just happy, man. Just see how we went out there and just took care of business, man. It wasn't no playing around. We just really wanted to go punch him in the mouth early. Let's get this game over. I felt like we could have ended the game a lot better. I know you were just saying something about Xavier. Man, definitely need to turn his head around or whatnot. But hey, you work on these things. It's always something, even when these games are going good for us, it's always something that we can work on. So if you work on those little things, when we get into those big games, it's going to make a big difference. So I'd rather have these type of mistakes in these type of games, because I feel like we can go out there and we can take care of the game instantly. And then when we get in those big games, they'll know what to do, man. So definitely Can't wait to see how we play in 2 weeks in Athens. So y'all already know, man, it's the 24-hour rule for everything, man. But we're gonna talk. We definitely gonna be in here for a little while before we go check out the Georgia and Tennessee game. I'm thinking that's the next game up, next big game up.
Yeah.
But I love how Coach DeBoer was out there, man. I just loved everything about this today, man. I'm trying to find. Of course, we said something about the running game. The running game, man. They I think Wisconsin, I think they're number one right now in the run defense. And like you said, they were stacking the box, and it showed, and it showed, and it showed. But the one thing that I do like, they consistently kept going to the running game when they just kept running. They ain't just pass. It was a lot of passing, but they still kept the ball running.
Yeah, they passed the ball a lot when they was in man. If you gonna play, listen, if you play Alabama 4 DBs versus 4 receivers, 3 DBs, single high safety, I'll take the pass every game then, right? It's only when they commit resources to the pass, we still trying to throw the pass. That's when I have a problem with it. We passed the ball so much because these guys had a heavy box, committed a lot of resources in between their front seven. So it was a lot of man coverage back there on the back end. And this is what I told Brinsky. This is the great part for the University of Alabama. If you plan to take Jeremy Bernard out the game, cool, Ryan gonna kill you. If you plan to take those 2 out of the game, have a safety over the top of both of them and go 2 safety high, cool, Isaiah Horton gonna kill you. If you plan on shifting leverage toward Isaiah Horton in the red zone because he's a big body, tight end will kill you, right? These guys showed that they can throw the football at all levels, tight end, X, Z, everybody, man. I'm really, really, really happy about what I seen from the level, from the option routes on the passing game. Really, really, really love to see what we did on third down, man. Really liked it. I'm gonna tell you this, what I saw. I was upset at Richard Young because he got smoked on some pass pro.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of just laid into dude put him on his butt, right? I'm gonna tell you what Richard Young came back and did on that touchdown to Ryan. Richard pass pro, it was the left side pass protection. It was a clean sack. Richard stepped in there and he stonewalled the dude that was blitzing, right? I can imagine they got on him on the sideline for getting smoked like that, right? He got his cleats busted, but he came back on the Ryan touchdown. He passed pro left and he absolutely smoked the dude, whoever that was blitzing, right? I want to give a big shout out to Richard Young for that. Football is about making mistakes, correcting your mistakes. That's what this is. Caden Proctor gave up a pressure, turned back around on the flea flicker and put some dude out the club, right? Put somebody out the club. Number 2, whoever that is, Caden said hello to you. Put him on his keister, bro. And Caden was 15 yards downfield at that time. So this is what you want from your football team, man. You want to see, okay, we made mistakes, but guess what? We corrected this. We got better in this. Okay, we lack it in that. Okay, next time we get better in this. This football team is getting better, man. And I really, really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, our good brother Lynn is up in here, man. Shout out to Lynn. He said just got out the stadium into the sports bar to see Clemson go down to Georgia Tech, 55-yard field goal.
I picked Georgia Tech to win that game on my parlay, I might add. They had Clemson favored by 4, I think it was, and I picked Georgia Tech in the points, I might add. So that's my first game on my parlay.
There you go. And I kept trying to tell y'all throughout the week, man. I said, hey, Georgia Tech, watch out. I can't remember what show I was on. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the footage, man, and see which show I was on. Because I know somebody told me, man, said, man, Clemson about to go in there and beat them boys. I'm like, That was Haynes King and them boys back there, man. They showed it. Brent Key is another name. Be on the lookout.
It's a good coach.
As a coach. I think Florida gonna have to make that call too, man. So definitely
people forget Brent Key was at Alabama. He was our offensive line coach. When we had the great wall of Bama that year. So
tell them about it. Hey, man. What else? Did we touch on? I felt like we touch on the receivers real for the most.
Receivers played well, man. Wisconsin came out, man, and tried to press them boys at some time. Tried to go single high safety at certain times. I love the fact that you're not going to be able to play man on these guys, man. And forget the fact that the receivers was getting open, right? Ty Simpson was putting the ball right in their bread basket, right?
Mm-hmm.
You play man coverage on these guys. Ty was lighting you up, man. Don't look now, but Ty was last game was 17 or 17, was it? And I think at one point in this game, he was 13 for 14.
Mm-hmm.
So the efficiency is through the roof, right? But I'm gonna tell you something else through the roof: the play calling, the logical play calling on third down, second and short. Now I don't like some of the stuff we did on defense. I tweeted about it. I did not understand this guy. Why are we dropping 8? I don't understand that. This is just Coach Shawn. I don't understand why we're dropping 8 on a quarterback who we don't fear his. All he did was, obviously got more pass pro in. He just ran for the first down twice, right? I kept asking, why are we in this odd front dropping 8 on a quarterback who can't hurt us with his arm, right? That dropping 8 is for quarterbacks that can pick you apart. This quarterback, I had no fear of him throwing the football. Come after his ass. And they eventually got back to that, but we gave up 2 or 3 first downs on this guy, right? Rushing 3. We can't get to him. He just jogs for a first down. We can't do that against Georgia, man. They'll pop one for 60 yards. We cannot be lackadaisical in our schemes going into Athens. We got to be aggressive with these guys. Our middle linebackers have got to be more disciplined, man. The middle linebackers, I love them, but I sent Brisky a clip. They starting to over pursue sometimes on outside zone plays and quarterback counter reads, right? Justin took himself out of the play, kind of had backside contained and sort of took himself outside of the play, and then kind of whiffed at the tackle. So we got to get better on that, man, because if I seen it on film, Kirby will see it on film, and Gunnar Stockton will run that thing. So a lot of stuff we can clean up, but I'm very, very happy with the play calling on offense. Very, very happy with how Ty played again, right? And what our Alabama fans should be happy is the offense is getting better. They're getting better.
Yeah, man. And we seeing it's just like anybody specialty, like Coach Saban specialty was defense. And we seeing how the defense was great over those years. And we now seeing Kellen DeBoer with his offense. This is why I say, everybody, give stuff time. I understand we want to see, we Alabama, but this ain't the same Alabama. This ain't Nick Saban walking through that door. Minka ain't walking through that door. Tua, Matt Jones, Smitty, Judy, all those guys, man. This is a new crop of guys. We can't expect those guys to play like those guys instantly. We gotta let these guys come up in here. And a lot of these guys that Coach DeBoer brought in here are a lot of guys that are showing how great they are. That's why I said, man, Jeremy Bernard can't get enough love, man. He can't get enough love because I love how he plays, man. He's a dog. I feel like he's the heart and soul of this team. He just plays with everything he got out there every time. And I see why Todd McShay, and we talked about this over the summer too. Todd McShay had him as a first-round draft pick.
Facts.
He sees something, man. He sees something. And I was like, man, if he sees something, I know it's something that I'm missing. And it's starting to show more and more, man.
Jeremy, we talked about Jeremy before the season started, man. We called him our X Factor. Jeremy, if you know what you're watching, Jeremy, this dude is awesome, bro. There's no level of the pass game. There's no route tree. There's no route that he won't run full speed. There's no route that he won't attack. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn if his mesh come across the middle. I don't give a damn if his digs, in routes, knowing the safety is in there lingering. He don't care, right? He's stemming the defensive back with outside shoulder leverage. This dude is the best. I still say, now Ryan is the most dynamic receiver. We know that. The body control of Ryan Williams is like nobody I've ever seen. But Ryan has weak points in his game, right? That he needed to work on. I told Brinsky, I was kind of glad that he faced some adversity. I was kind of glad that the fans kind of got on him a little bit because you've been riding high on cloud 20, right? You need some adversity. Without adversity, you don't know what to work on. Without haters, you don't know what people saying about you. You need to know what you need to work on, right? So
Facts.
I was glad that he was more aggressive in the pass game. I was happy to see him go in the slot and fight through the traffic and catch the football. You need that adversity to motivate you to get back on the jugs machine, right? Now he dropped one that was right here in the breadbasket, right? He's still a little gun shy going across the middle, but that can be coached. That can be coached, right? So I'm really proud. That's what football is about, guys. Football is about failure and coming back from the failure, getting better in the week of practice, in the week of preparation, getting back on the field and making those weaknesses strengths, right? And he's getting there. He's getting there, man. But shout out to Jeremy Bernard, bro. You play press, he'll kill you. You play zone, he finds space. You try to play cover, try to play middle field close, cover 3, right? He'll get open from the hash mark to the sideline. This dude is awesome, and I see why he's projected to be a first-round pick.
Oh yeah. And then another thing, man. Clinton, shout out to Clinton, said glad to see Horton getting involved too. Yeah, man. And then it was that one throw that tied through to him, man, that was just on him. Ooh.
Yep.
I was like, man, that's the tie I knew. That I'm like, man, y'all keep sleeping on Ty if you want to. He keeps getting more comfortable in this offense, man. Keep gaining that confidence, man. If the defense come up to the play of the offense, we back to where we was talking about all preseason long, man, because we kind of expected this based on all the people that they was bringing back.
Yeah.
And it's starting to show, man. And I'm glad that they just building up, just keep building brick by brick. If you keep going in there, now we going there to Georgia. Hey, man, all right, keep playing. That's why I'm like, I love it, man.
London Simmons, B Sharp. Speak on number 90, the freshman, London Simmons.
Man, listen here. Well, one thing that you said you wanted to see is in that middle, man. Can they have some pressure up there? And let me tell you, a true freshman going in there causing havoc. He showed it in that Louisiana Monroe game. I said, okay, let me see how you do against a Big Ten school. But Wisconsin is known for their offensive line, they big offensive line, and he went in there and caused havoc all day long, man. Even
they start doubling him.
And guess what? They start opening up for everybody else.
And that's look, them boys was holding B Sharp. Every time we was rushing, they was holding, bro. I was like, man, the refs ain't calling this. I probably seen 5 holding calls in 3 straight series. I mean, legitimate holding, like legitimate. They wasn't calling nothing. I said, okay, they letting them play. No problem.
Yeah, I don't, and you test that too, man. I was just like, I really wasn't even paying attention to it at first. And then when you said something, that's when I started paying attention to it. Like, damn, they really are holding. And they was not calling it for the most part, man. So I'm surprised, like, they was getting away with it as much as they were doing it in the game. Of course, shout out to our girl, Ebony Miss Williams, man. Sure, she's seen it too, and I know she's seen it.
I was like, damn, they ain't calling that? What the? It was a bit much, man. But what I will say, they didn't call it on Bama either. They was letting them play, you know, because Wilkins, they was letting them play, bro. So I'm cool with it as long as you don't call it on either, you know, don't make it a one-sided thing. So I was okay with it.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Landon Simmons is one of those guys I did not talk about all summer long. Didn't say nothing about him at all. But matter of fact, 2 guys, him and Kevin Riley. Kevin Riley ain't do too much today because of the defense. Their defensive line, they were stacking the box and all that. But these 2 young brothers coming out there, man, they are showing heart, man. They are, because I know Kevin Riley is becoming one of my favorite people on the team outside of Jeremy Bernard. But man, I'm telling you, I love what he's doing. Especially that one catch that he caught, man. He took the lick and he still held on to it and got right back up and pointed like, we going that way.
Facts.
And how many pounds you said he weighed too?
I think he 185. It's got him listed 185.
There's no way he's 185. There's no way, man.
Yeah, I don't think he's 185. That cat look like he about 175 to me. You know what I mean?
A person that I never thought would touch the field at Alabama, like, because you got Jam, you got Richard, you got Daniel. We were talking about everybody but him. and he just go out there and he been the most explosive one. But my fault. Go ahead.
I actually did a video on Landon Simmons, man, and I watched his high school tape. He was only a 3-star kid. Another kid didn't do a lot of camping. I applaud DeBoer and them for finding these kids who a lot of them don't camp and they don't have the stars and the backing. That kid is awesome, bro. And I'll say this, man. I would love to hear what Lynn think. Lynn in the chat, man, on our middle linebackers. You know, if you had to have one concern, I'm still sort of concerned with how they playing, man. You know, Wisconsin didn't really challenge us with the quarterback counter read or outside zone like that. They ran some perimeter stuff, but our eye discipline still seemed to be a little weary, right? We still sort of overrun plays, man, and I worry about that part, right? I'd love to hear what you say, Lynn, about the way the middle linebackers played. You know, even covering passes out in the flats, it still seemed like we were a little slow getting out there. I talked about I don't like how we on second and short dropping 8. You know, that didn't make no sense to me. But you know, whatever. I just see the stuff that'll hurt us against better competition. That's all I'm trying to say. It worked today. Yeah, Anthony, it bothered me, man, because whenever they ran quarterback counter read and the quarterback kept it, he was picking up 5, 6, 7, 8 yards, right? Yep. I mean, we was missing tackles. Just that part do concern me a little bit. It do concern me. Yeah, defend exactly. You know, he releasing out. If the cornerback is in coverage and the running back is releasing on the wheel, you know to pick him up if you playing LB. You know what I'm saying? And we just jogging behind him. You know, I worry about that, bro. I worry about that. You know, that's my only concern because I know better coaching staffs will attack that.
Yeah, that's why, man, it's good that these type of things happen in these type of games.
Facts.
So once you whenever they do film, they probably do film in the morning or whatnot. You can go back and look at all these little things like, oh, we need to hit that, we need to get that done. Yeah. Oh, Xavier, you need to turn around right here, man. You got them right where you want them. All you gotta do is turn around. All you got to do is turn around. I think the secondary did an awesome job today. The money he's just out there, man. It's just like, I'm just out here, man. Nobody wants to attack me. But, man, definitely shout out to Bray, man. Bray had me looking bad out here in these streets, man, based on how he played in that Florida State game. And like I said, man, ever since that moment, he said, no, I've been getting text messages and all that, man. I'm not playing well. I need to go out there. And these kids holding themselves accountable. They don't need other people to tell them because they're going to hold themselves accountable. And he went out there and played like a straight psychopath, man. You just love to see it from these guys.
Can you put Lynn's up there?
Oh, my fault.
I like this. I'm thinking the way Lawson played well today, but Jefferson looks like a little confused. He not playing fast. Facts. I like the Griffin kid and number 41 looks like our best linebacker to me. He played fast. I had those same concerns, Lynn. You know, Wisconsin wasn't talented enough to. You see, they had positive yardage when they would attack that. It's just they weren't talented enough to consistently do that. We got to tighten that up, though, man. We got to tighten that up. We got 2 weeks to tighten that up because the boys in Athens that's what they like. They like running in between the 2, the 4, and on the other side, the 1 and the 3. They love coming downhill on student bodies. That's their bread and butter. They love pulling the backside guard, cleaning up on the middle linebacker. And they got some big boys, man. They love that. They love kicking out. They love doing all those in between the front 7 runs. You know what I'm saying? They want to make your front 7 work. So I think we're built for that. I do think we're built for that. I just hope. I got a little upset with Kane, man. A series or 2, I got a little upset with Kane. I don't like that dropping 8, man, on a quarterback that can't hurt you with his arm. I just don't like that, man. I get it if you got Trevor Lawrence back there picking us apart in the San Fernando Valley or in whatever in San Jose, right? Wherever we was playing in San Francisco.
Yeah.
If Trevor Lawrence is picking you apart, I get it. You want to keep everything in front of you, I get it. What's up, Coach Karl? Much love to Coach Karl, man. Christian Hughes, JJ. I get it then, man. But this guy, I did not fear him throwing the ball like that. So I wanted to come after this kid. I wanted to come after him and speed his clock up a little bit. And I think by dropping 8, we sort of helped him get into a rhythm. We sort of helped him, right? We can't get any pressure on the quarterback with 3. We sort of let him get a few positive runs. I think once we stopped really trying to rush him, we sort of let him put together a few series of positivity. On the road, you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
That shall snowball on you, right? And it'll change momentum. So you don't want to do that. I didn't like that part on the series that we did do it. You see, when we got back to rushing this guy, he made mistakes. He threw another interception. So you just got to know who you're playing, man. I didn't fear this kid throwing the ball. He threw a great pass that beat Xavier, but Xavier was in the kid's back pocket. He just didn't turn his head. Kid caught the ball. Xavier was still looking forward. He didn't find the ball.
His head, he batting it down easily.
Facts. Turn his head, he bats that ball down easily. So man, I'm a pessimist by nature. I harp on all the things we didn't do well, right? I'm ecstatic about the things we did do well. And again, if they play bad again, I'm gonna talk about their ass again. You ain't gonna, I don't believe in that saying you shut the critics up. I don't believe in that, because football is a week-to-week sport, right? Just because you played well this week don't mean you're gonna play well. Just because you play bad this week, that don't mean you're gonna play bad next week. I need for you to be consistent every single game, and that's when those high draft picks come around, right? If you're gonna be the man, you got to play like the man. That's just the bottom line.
You ain't lying about that, brother. And that's why, man. That's why I was like, man, you got to give these boys credit when they win. You got to criticize them when they do bad, but you don't just beat them down. Like,
exactly.
You built some folks just beat them down just to keep them down, but you build them back up, man. That's the whole point of this, man. And you see how those guys responded out there, man. They got pride too. They were like, man, oh no, I want my name to be mentioned like those guys. You know, when the recruits come in, they see them first round jerseys right there. I want my jersey to be back there, so them guys I can uphold that legacy. So I love that those guys are out there playing their hearts out.
Facts.
Man, I'm just loving it, man. And I just want to. I know we'll probably be on here probably just a little while longer, everybody, because I know the Georgia and Tennessee game coming up. But I just want to put this up real quick. We're doing a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway in a minute. I'm going to put the keyword in the chat. All you got to do is just put that keyword in the chat, and you can win you an Alabama Crimson Tide t-shirt. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is type it in there once. So if you type it in there 30 times, it's not going to help you. So I'm just letting you know that right now. Just type it in there one time. Just going to be one keyword. And if you on Twitter, all you got to do is just come on over to YouTube, to the Sharpshooter Sports Talk on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, and then you'll be able to type the keyword in there. So, man, if you're on Twitter/X, come on over. We'd love to have you over here. We're going to see who's going to get this shirt in a minute. But I think you think, okay, we hit on the line. We said something about the secondary. No, we talked about the linebackers and the secondary. What you want to see on the line, man? How you felt about the line today and how they look to you?
I think the offensive line.
No, the defensive line.
Oh, defensive line? Okay.
Yeah.
Defensive line, to me, man, we just got to stay healthy, man. I think Isaiah Faga is great as far as gap control. I don't think he's the pass rusher. I think he's a two-gapper, if you will. I like Landon Simmons. He can do both. This kid has proved he can control his gaps and put pressure on the quarterback when it's time. Jordan Renard and number 11 and number 94, these guys have proved to be, more of a, to me, 4-eye type guys. So we have the talent to do it, man. We have the talent, man. I just, I think the defensive line played well. We bent a little at times, right? But I think with the addition of Tim Keenan coming back, I think that'll put some icing on top of the cake. I think Tim will bring a different style of defensive tackle that we need as far as people coming downhill at us, right? Tim, a big boy down there, man. He's played a lot of football. He understands the difference in the techniques from going from 0 to 3 technique, from going from head up to in the gap. He understands. We need that. We miss that at the moment. I think they played good. I think they played good. You have to always take into consideration, and maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one that do that. I always think about what would that team do in this situation if we didn't play well on this down. I'm guilty of doing that even in high school football. Well, we sure did look bad on that 3rd down, man. Now such and such, they run a gap scheme, they're gonna come right at us on that. I think ahead like that, and that I'm guilty of that, right? Yeah, you stop. I worry about another school that we playing in 2 weeks, how they come downhill, how they tight end block down. I worry about those things when I see us giving up inside zones to, to other teams who are not as talented. That's all I'm saying. So that's just the coach in me, bro. I don't have the luxury, pleasure, audacity, whatever, to think like a fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't stay happy with what I see because I know what's right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a fault I have, man. That's a fault that I have.
I think that rubbed off on me, man, the way you be thinking like that. I always had that 24-hour mindset, but then you just looking at certain things. I'm like, damn it. I get happy about something that I'm seeing. Then you tell me something, I go back and look at it. I'm like, damn.
When you watch it, you like, oh, man.
You need to work on that.
Yeah, man. It just, it's kind of like Nick Saban. You happy you won, and you praise the guys, and you love on them, but you quietly by yourself go in the office and be like, oh my God, we got to fix that. Oh my God, we got to fix that. Like that, nice and quiet. You don't tell nobody. I don't want to ruin nobody else's parade. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't even say it on the show, man. I just
that why, man. Trust me, we talk enough to know that oh, okay. We say enough doing them text messages. Trust me.
Facts, bro.
This show will be rated R for real. If y'all see some of them text messages for real.
Facts, bro.
Shout out to Gelato for the $9.99. Appreciate you. He said, what you think about 2 inside linebackers?
That's what we was talking about, Gelato. I think they played well, but I do think better competition will give us some problems if we don't clean up the bad eye discipline that we have. We still got some strange eye discipline going on. Like I was told Brinsky earlier, and if Coach Karl is in here, Coach Karl is my defensive guy. Coach Karl on that quarterback counter read that they ran, the quarterback is not super athletic, so he picked up about 5 yards. Okay, cool. But what I didn't like about it is Deontay took care of his, obviously Deontay took care of his responsibility. I saw Justin sort of over pursue on the backside, and sort of when he finally got himself out of the play, he sort of just whiffed on the tackle. That will, if another coach see that, they're going to try that over and over and over again. That's all I'm saying. I just think our eye discipline has got to be better. Our gap control and gap integrity has got to be better. For today, it was great. I take nothing from them guys. They played well, right? But going forward, I'd like to see them be a little more fundamental in the middle linebacker section, because Landon is doing his job. Defensive front, for what they're lining up in, is doing their job. You know what I mean?
I know everybody that's just joining in. I appreciate you guys joining in right now. I know we only gonna be on here for a little while long, but I'm glad y'all in here because we about to do the giveaway in a minute. Probably right now. We're gonna talk just a tad bit more so y'all can get in there. But this is the key word. It's all you gotta type in the chat, and it's gonna ring you in. Just type in sharp. Just type in sharp, plain and simple, and it's gonna enter you for the giveaway. That's all you gotta do, plain and simple, nothing more, nothing less. So man, y'all just start putting it in the chat. You only got to put it in the chat one time, everybody. If you put it in there 35 times, it's not gonna work. 2 times, it's just gonna still count as one. So just put sharp in there, and you enter that contest. But man, like what else to really like finish it off, man?
Special teams. We got to get
Yes,
better.
yes,
Give them that damn kickoff. Maybe like I want to keep their ass a 0. I threw my hat, man. You know what I mean? Right after Ryan had scored, we come back and get momentum right back to them and let them run the kickoff all the way back with terrible, terrible coverage. The camera had, if the camera beat you downfield as far as when the camera's trying to follow you, you know you're not running fast enough. That was terrible. And the dude caught the ball, he was already almost at the 20. So that was terrible coverage. That was just terrible coverage. It was. That was a terrible effort on that kickoff. It was.
yeah, man. Because nobody even touched him. That was like after that penalty.
Yeah, that was terrible effort, man. It really was.
Yeah, and I see a lot of y'all putting Sharp in there without the E. You got to put the E in there. So I just kept it up there just for you guys that didn't type it in there. But yeah,
shout
man.
out to Dwight. Shout out to Dwight, man, for this, man. Shout out to Dwight. You know what I'm saying? That's the homie, talented brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Telling y'all doing your podcast, holler at Dwight. A lot of stuff y'all see on mine when we post our links to the shows, Dwight did. Talented brother, man. A lot of Coach Karl stuff, piano man. Shout out to Dwight, man. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
That's why I said, y'all must don't want this shirt, man. We got only 10 entries. I think because some of y'all was typing it in wrong. That's why I said, type in this, just Sharp with the E at the end. Type in Sharp with the E in there. That's why I said we're gonna talk a little bit more on this special team. Then we're gonna do the giveaway, and then we're gonna get out of here. Enjoy the rest of the day. But yeah, man, special teams need to be a lot better. And that's one thing that we can definitely work on for real.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I got kind of pissed off at that because we really right after Ryan, man, I felt like it was just like, man, defense ain't about to give up nothing. Then special teams give up that bogus call, man. It really aggravated me a lot. And Lynn said
he's right.
Said coach special teams touchdown was because of the penalty when we scored. It was not the kicker, poor coverage. Yeah, that's all we were talking about. Yeah,
facts. That the cover. Well, I meant, you know how you can tell when if the guy catches the ball and he already at the 20, your coverage coming downfield was not very well. The guys gunning downfield. I don't know if they just got down there slow or they got blocked. I don't know, but you're right. The coverage on that kickoff wasn't very good. What's up, Coach Karl? You there, Coach Karl?
What's going on? Yeah, what's going on, fellas?
Shout out to you, boy. What's going on, homie?
Not much, man. What's the word?
Man, we were just talking about the team, man. Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
We hear you.
Yes, sir.
No, we hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can hear you. No, I just saying, man, what's going on with y'all, man? Like, it was a pretty good game, man. From my standpoint, it looked like Bama was locked in.
Coach Karl, since you was there, I know, sometimes the TV can fool us. You know what I mean? I told the chat that I was pleasantly surprised with the whole effort, right? But you know how we do as coaches. Like I know, you may not tell nobody, but you see stuff that could possibly hurt you down the line. You know what I mean? Speak on. It may have been a TV, but tell me what you saw from the middle linebackers, because on TV it looked like Justin Jefferson still is over pursuing on the backside pressures, like he when they was cutting back with the quarterback counter read on the zone, he wasn't making the tackle. He was whiffing on the tackles because he was kind of taking himself out of the play. What do you think about the play of the middle linebackers?
I mean, for the most part, it was decent, but like you said, man, Lawson was still kind of lost.
Yeah,
Jeffrey was overrunning plays. He was in the right spot, but he was over pursuing the gap. Like
facts. I sent Brinsky a clip of that. 100%.
Yeah, he's trying to anticipate the the placement of the running back or the placement of the tight end. They were trying to anticipate where he was going instead of tracking the inside hip.
Facts.
So they were overrunning plays, and then with Lawson on most of the pass plays, he was in pass cover drop, and then when the quarterback rolled the pocket, he was still playing drop coverage, and the man was 2 yard past the line of scrimmage. He was still sitting. He was still sitting in drop cover, thinking that he's gonna pass it. So he was lost a lot, even though they didn't give up any plays. He still was. The linebacker was still lost. It's like they were just sitting away, overrunning gaps. And then on some plays, with Mekhi Hill Green, he was hitting the gap hard. And then you can see Jefferson come in and fill the gap with him. But he was hitting the gap, pushing the running back outside to another gap, and then you can see the running back bouncing into Jefferson at that point. And that's how Jefferson was making combo plays like that. But when he was going there by himself, he overrun the plays, man, trying to meet the linebacker, meet the running back in the spot instead of just checking the running back like you trained to. Keep your eyes on the prize and go for the kill.
Exactly. Eye discipline. What you think about this, Coach Karl? I seen this. I was pleasantly surprised with the defensive line, Landon Simmons. Talk about this, though. I did get frustrated one time when we gave up 2 first downs. It was second down and like 6, and we were dropping 8 with a 3-man front. Quarterback just kept the ball, just ran for the first down. I didn't understand on second and such, second down, why we were dropping 8 on a quarterback that couldn't really hurt us with his arm consistently.
Yeah, they was dropping in coverage, man, because Wisconsin couldn't get in going on the ground. So they were playing most of pass coverage early in the hand. I think they were doing great dropping. I just think they were dropping too deep. Wasn't realizing that the tight end was outside. Nobody was threatening across the middle. Everything was going to the outside where quarterback get a vision. So they were just dropping too deep and not realizing that the pass was not coming across the middle. That's all.
Okay, because I was like, man, dude, he just tried for the first down. And I was like, this guy, I don't fear his arm. You know what I mean? Like, we giving him a lot of respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm glad.
Go
ahead. My fault.
They gave him the respect, but I don't think they should have gave him that much because he only threw the ball downfield twice.
Twice, right? Exactly.
But yeah, man, I know. I wish Coach Karl was in here early, man, but we about to get up out of here. But we're gonna do this giveaway before we get out of here. Definitely shout out to Dwight for this. And we're gonna whoever wins, we're gonna get y'all information and all that, and we'll figure out how to send it to you. Hold on, let me put this up real quick.
Yeah, hold on. My thing keep trying to connect when disconnect and connect.
No, you good. But do y'all see that? Last chance, everybody. Type in the keyword sharp. Last chance before we get up out of here. If you on Twitter /S, it's your chance to make it over here in time. Try to get over here. Drum roll coming.
Shout out to B Sharp. Shout out to Miss B Sharp, Sarah.
What's going on? She watching, showing love. So, man, she can't win, y'all. I'm sorry. Can't win. Y'all will say it's rigged then.
It's rigged.
They'll definitely let me know. Say it's rigged, man. They'll let me know real quick. That's what I said. I give y'all like 15 more seconds, and we're going to hit that. Then we're going to get up out of here. So, y'all make sure y'all hit that. Come on, only 14 entries. Well, that's where it's going to go in a minute. And I'm going to count down, and then I'm going to hit the button. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Oh, they got me up there. Hey, Steven.
Steven.
Steven got him one, man. Steven got him one. Oh man, this is crazy. Another giveaway on the channel, another winner. And it's our good brother Steven, man. Congratulations. You're gonna get that Alabama t-shirt, man. This how it's gonna look right here. That Roll Tide roll. That's what I said, man. We gonna consistently keep doing this throughout the year, showing y'all love. Shout out to Steven for winning it, man. Definitely shout out to him. I don't know if Steven's still in the chat or not, but he don't know that he won. But congratulations to him, man. That's why I said, don't y'all feel bad, man. We got a lot of contests going, and you know we got to shout out to the sponsor before we get out of here. Marty Marks, Meatloaf and Waffles, Rental Spoons. If you don't know, now you know. Shout out to Marty Mark and those good folks at Meatloaf and Waffles. But yeah, man, we're gonna get up out of here, man. We're gonna definitely catch y'all on the next one. Y'all already know on Monday. The recap show on Monday. Make sure you guys be there. We're gonna recap this game with all the fellas, with the coaches breakdown and other games. Now let's go enjoy everybody else having a headache of a Saturday. So y'all already know. I'm gonna let Coach Shawn shout out his channel and Coach Karl. We're gonna get up out of here. Y'all already know what time it is. If I can get this thing right, there we go.
Yeah, man. Thank you for. My bad.
My fault. No, it's good though. Coach Karl, shout out your channel before we get up out of here.
Yes, sir. Okay, man. Thank you for sending the link, man. I'm sorry I got on so late.
Yeah, it's all
good. Find me on the
Blog
Sports Talk, Coach Karl. You can just find me on B Shaw, Coach Shawn channel whenever I get a chance. I've been tired a little later, man. So y'all Roll Tide in the chat, man. Have enjoy y'all day. Don't forget to go watch the Bud Crawford fight tonight.
Ooh, yeah. Oh no, we got to hold on before we get out of here. I'm gonna let Coach Shawn shout out his channel, and then we're gonna give a prediction on that too.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Thank you everybody for tapping in, man. You guys are freaking awesome. So good. My homeboy Coach Karl tapped in. I was really wanting to get his perspective as well. Lynn, everybody chat, Toya, Michelle, Duke, Jeff, everybody, man. Everybody. You guys are freaking awesome. Roll Tide to everybody. Offense is getting better. Ty Simpson is playing just as well as anybody in the country. Shout out to everybody, man. All the Bama content creators, man. They worried right now. They biting their damn nails. They may not say it, but they didn't like what they saw today, bro. You know what I mean? They didn't like what they seen. All we need for Florida State to keep winning and Bama to keep doing what they doing, man. JMHO Sports Talk. Please tap in with us. JMHO Sports Talk on Twitter and YouTube.
Oh yeah, man. And y'all already know, man. Y'all come over here to the Sharpshooter Sports Talk. Appreciate y'all for all the love and support y'all give. So everybody give their quick pick. My pick tonight, man. I'm going with Bud, man. I'm riding with Bud tonight. I don't think it's gonna be a knockout. I feel like it's gonna go down to the wire. None of these boys ever been knocked out before or even knocked down. But we gonna see who's gonna win it tonight. What's y'all prediction?
Mine is, I'm a Canelo fan, man. Canelo Alvarez hit with like a ton of bricks. Bud is bumping up. These boys hit a lot harder than the weight class he coming from. Trust me, you know what I mean? But I'm going with Bud. I think this thing gonna go all 12 rounds. If it's 12, you know what I mean? I think Bud will win a close decision. I think he'll outpunch Canelo. I think he'll get Canelo in the late rounds and pull some of his Bud stuff, right? But please believe there's gonna come a time in this fight where he gonna know this is a different weight class. That's a fact.
Yeah. Coach Karl.
Hey, I'm the same with Coach Shawn, man. I think Bud gonna win it, but Bud gonna take some punishment because Canelo ain't bull jiving, man. Canelo can punch.
Yes.
And he can take a punch. So I like Bud by 2 points.
Woo, that's what I said, man. It's gonna be a tight fight. If somebody get knocked out in this fight, man, it's gonna definitely be a surprise. But I think this is a legacy fight, man. It's up there to put you up there some more, and it's gonna definitely push you up there. So definitely can't wait to see how these boys go out there. Like I said, man, catch y'all on Monday, and y'all already know, roll damn